Our fire size did not grow. We still currently sit at 950 hectares. But another little bit of tidbit of good news, we are currently at 85% containment. We are moving from a state of out of control to a state of being held. And basically what being held means is that with the current resources that we have on site and with the suppression efforts that have taken place, the fire is not likely to spread. So the rain that we are getting now is going to help the suppression issues. But that being said, this fire is not out and it will not be declared out for some time. There is still a significant amount of work that needs to be done. Our crews today are going to be continuing to action ash pits and hot spots all over the perimeter of the fire. We still had a number of areas of concern yesterday, so we'll be intensely patrolling the fire perimeter and working on those areas. We do have 4 helicopters that are available for suppression if needed today. We have 2 on site and 2 on call, and we still have a number of pieces of heavy equipment that are continuing to build our cat brakes or our fire brakes for the day.
So this area where the fire has had impact is still an evacuated area, and no one can enter without authorization. And yes, indeed, there was one bus event yesterday. There will be another bus event today, and possibly others. I had, the privilege and the duty to be on one of those buses, and I hope and believe that this is giving some comfort to our residents who suffered tragic loss. And we're going to do everything we can to support our residents, and we won't stop. We'll keep going until we've done everything we can.
Is the estimated damage done still at 200?
Yeah, the figures that were released earlier, approximately 200 structures and 150 homes is the information that I continue to have today.
Reignition is always a concern. And when we get into an event at the scale, such as what we're dealing with here, when we get a little bit of rain, because we are so hopeful that it's going to make a major impact, sometimes that lulls us into a bit of a false sense of security. So given the terrain and the fuels that we are dealing with in this particular area, there could be ambers hiding in places that maybe this rodder's not going to get to. So that's why it takes such an extensive amount of time for us to declare a fire out. So we could be here for weeks, we could be here for a couple of months before the incident commander is comfortable in saying this fire is out. So the people of this community are depending on us to make the proper decisions in order to be able to be safe in their homes. So we are not going to say that this fire is out until we are sure, and it takes a very long time. We need to check all those rocks, we need to check all those rotten stumps, we need to check all those little places where those little embers can hide to make sure so that folks feel safe in their homes.